And look what we've accomplished in life.
Yes.
Look what we've accomplished. So we just want to bring you a little bit of hope that, a glimmer of hope to know that anything is possible. Anything is possible when you believe. And, and Bob and Joanne, you'll both agree with me that it's not going to be an easy road. It's not going to be an easy road. But if you want it hard enough and enough, I was just watching the Derek Jeter documentary on ESPN Plus. Phenomenal, inspirational documentary, because when we think of Derek Jeter, we think of this prime Yankee who could do no wrong and was an extraordinary talented baseball player. But when I looked at it and I saw that when he was in the minor leagues and he got drafted out of high school, he had horrible seasons, which I had no idea. And they started to talk about, I don't know whether he's gonna be good for the Yankees. And it wasn't until one angel saw him and said, I forget what his name was, he was the manager at the time, said that he's got it. Somebody saw in him that he had the potential and allowed him the experience to grow and to get used to the surroundings and situation and pressures of being in the big leagues. So it's not easy, and in life isn't easy. It's not only that we suffered a stroke, right? It's that life isn't easy, and I've learned in my life that what are you going to do? You're going to back down and go because I used to crawl in a corner, just so everybody knows. I used to crawl in a corner.
Can't picture that.
Yeah, but it was right after my stroke, and I was in a world where I didn't know. I couldn't. My brain needed to be defragmented, like Dominic Cordelessa helped me to do. So it wasn't until after that I learned all these tools in the tool belt, which I talk about all the time with Dominic, that I was able to start to trust in myself enough to accomplish what I wanted. And even when I move forward and I don't succeed the way Derek Jeter didn't succeed in his in his first few years in the Yankees organization, but I wasn't I was afraid to fail, but I had that unconditional support from Dom to take a step back and say, okay, this didn't work, let's move forward and do this. But I wouldn't have been able to accomplish where I am today, the successes that I've had today, if it wasn't for me learning the lessons and having angels like Dominic Cordelessa. That's why I call him an angel as well. I have many angels in my life, but to be able to grow and to learn and to be successful. So I would love to work with all our stroke survivor families on the language of love, family, to say, to have like this is what we have to do. We have to have a Zoom meeting with everybody from around the country and around the world, Judy, and really talk about, okay, group together. There's power in the voices and numbers, and say to them, okay, how do we approach the hospitals? Because to the hospitals are, and I understand this, liability and all those types of things that they're not able to provide. But I think it really would be important to let people know that when someone has a stroke, here we are, call us, text us, email us, because we want to bring you that hope that is so crucial in a stroke. So
I got a new fire burning my heart, lighting up the darkness and moving like a meteorite. Oh, fire! Oh, fire! Oh, life we live